As usual.
Oh,
That's not good. My dad has quite a few ideas. Not all of them are great, but this one. Good morning, welcome back to a fresh week here on the boat. Now unfortunately we've only got 2 weeks left in the marina, so I'm going to try and make the most of our time here whilst it's easy to get materials in. There's a couple of bits I need to finish off today, and then I'm going to bring some more plywood over to do the ceiling. Before I do that I've got the cabling to finish off. I've got a bit more rope to finish off as well, that's coming to post. So I'm going to crack on with those, and then we're one step closer to being able to bring appliances over. The wash machine that we got for free off of our neighbours a couple boats across, that works. I tested that yesterday, so that's great. That saved us about 400 or 500 quid. Got the fridge, a few other bits to bring over. The doors are also finished. I'm going to wait till my dad's around to give me a hand fitting those, so I want to make sure they're in as well as they can be. Quick recap on the electric side of things. I can't remember if we showed you, but we run a load of cables for the lights. It's going to be where the switches are coming down. Danny wants a two-way switch for the kitchen and living room area, so you can turn it on and off from either end of the boat, which is a good idea really. So I've had to, that's basically why we ran out of cable, so I can fit that now. I didn't want to bore you too much with more of the rope action, but the floor is complete. Done the hatch lid as well, really pleased with how it's turned out. I like how it incorporates how boats used to be built, not narrow boats, but just boats in general. And it looks quite rustic, so yeah, really pleased with it. I'm going to call it a day for now, and then me and Danny will be back tomorrow. She's off work, so we'll come over, try and sort something out here, two rear triangles. And yeah, see how we get on.
good morning. We're just going to tie up some loose ends this morning. This is my first time being over the boat in over a week, because I've been with lovely Barney. And I love the floor. Joe's done a really good job. I love the colour. I think it looks really good.
Thank you. Glad you approve.
Yeah.
I definitely wouldn't be doing it again if you didn't like it. We're going to bring the log burner in just to size it up, because it's definitely, bar today's actually quite warm outside, but it's definitely getting colder. So we're going to size it up, see what flue I need and what not. Maybe get the flue, and then as soon as we can get that in, it's going to be a bit more comfortable over winter. I need to figure out basically this well deck situation where the water level's as high as the deck. I've got the whale gulper coming. I've got a smart, I think it's called IC Intelligent Control Unit. Which has got two inlets, so I'm gonna have one inlet from the bath shower area and one from that, which then pump it overboard straight away. I'm trying to tee from this so that we can leave this pipe in an emergency. We can switch it off, and then the water gets diverted into the bilge and gets pumped out. So I'm gonna figure that out in my head this morning. Pick up a few bits from Wicks. I think we're gonna go. Or are you gonna stay here? Ran out of milk as well, so I've got black tea.
Anyone got any oat milk?
It's not too bad. Bring that log burner in.
You want me to?
No,
it's quite heavy.
It's heavy. I'll bring it in. Just
What should I do then?
move that table out of the way for me. Ideally, you'd have it
straight. That's way too in the middle. Like that.
You have to have a bend that not straight, and an angle.
That's okay, isn't it?
Another angle. So we've agreed on a height. It is exactly the height of two tall cases and a pack of rivets, and then two scaffold boards high. And to be honest, I wasn't expecting it to be quite such a funky angle that we had to try and meet up with. So you've got This comes up here.
And then this, because of
Is
the
on an
angle of
angle
the
on the
boat,
roof.
is sort of coming in this way a bit more.
Yeah, so I've just asked my mate Kev if he knows anyone, and he said he's up for doing it, so I've got to try and figure out some sort of template for him.
Just stand here like this.
And then like that sort of angle. Kev.
Yeah.
It's actually, we haven't introduced it.
Look how beautiful it is. When we bought...
We've
I
had it for
nearly said the
ages.
name of our boat then. When we bought our boat, it had 2 burners in it, and Joe was like, no, I can make them all nice, like paint them and stuff. I was like, no, I really want a new one. And to be fair, Joe did revamp one. Is that the right word? He revamped it and sold it, so then it's made this a bit cheaper, but it was beautiful. But I am really pleased with this one. We got it from
Glastonbury Burners.
Glastonbury Burners by Dave.
Dave over there makes a really nice job.
They're really cute.
So this is a Cyclops, a standard size one, and then
I
they
thought
do a
this was a
mini
small
one.
one.
No, they do a mini one which goes in like camper vans.
Oh, I thought this was
This
the
is
mini
a
one.
standard size one.
Oh. We haven't used it yet. He says to do a little burn first.
Outside, just so this coating cures. We've had
Yeah.
it for quite a while, haven't we? It's gotten a bit dusty.
Yeah, we got it before the summer, I think, because we were like, oh, people are going to be doing camper vans and conversions and stuff, and luckily he had like 1 space available until like, I don't know, like
It's about
months
6
away,
months,
wasn't it?
yeah.
So we got this, really happy with it, and I think it looks lovely. I just decided, I know Joe's got bigger concerns, but I don't know if I want it like this or if you want it straight on.
I don't really care. So for now, we're sort of catch-22 as usual. I'm waiting. I should have brought the grey water pump across from home 'cause it's got some pipe fitting in that I'm not sure of, so I've got to try and figure out that T. What else? We can't do the plywood till I figured out that. So
I want to finish off these
we're going to
bits.
finish off these little curved bits with some tongue and groove. I got some tongue and groove.
Maybe when we go to Wicks as well, we can get some trim.
That's like the most expensive place. We're going to have a look. If they've got a nice one. Otherwise we can use that stuff from Prop Job.
We're going to do it now.
If they got it at Prop Job. Right. Move all this stuff out of the way.
2 ways of doing this in my head. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think the best thing, obviously, this is on line with this. So you almost want a piece of batten that will fit in there, and then somehow screw that in there. So then you've got it to like lie on. So then it's also structural as well if you were going to put the washing machine on it. Or
That wash machine ain't going to...
no, but like just helps with
I
structure.
don't know, you're going to
doesn't it?
screw in from the bottom.
Huh?
You can screw, you can fix this to that easy enough. You ain't going to get a screw in there, are you? You ain't going to get a screw to hold that in there.
But at least it's something. Or the other option was just to have bits of thing like this, but then again it's not really, you have to cut them in bits because obviously it's a bit angled. What do you think? You have to cut more of these bits, but to be honest, like if you're careful cutting that spray foam, I know this is a bit more gappy, but it'd almost sit on the spray foam anyway. But if you just like, otherwise this, I don't know.
And what is the tongue groove just butting up to there and then cutting it off?
Yeah.
What way? Lengthways?
I thought this way. beautiful. Frames the room off lovely.
Nice. What do you think, friends?
I love it.
Nice, isn't it?
So you just live in a big room like this.
Yeah. Job done. No running water, no heating. Right.
We're gonna go home.
Well, first we're gonna have to tidy up. Try and take stuff out of the way like that we don't need at the minute.
Yep. And then be back in the morning.
Lovely. Night.
Night.
Good morning. Agenda for today.
I have just painted these.
Sweet. Looking good actually.
So we've got the washing machine. Did we show the washing machine?
Don't
We
know, grab
explained it.
Yeah, this is the washing machine. Give it a good clean up.
Yeah, and it works, which is win-win. So the washing machine is going to go here. I don't know if we've explained that very well. So we need to figure out
Some sort of frame to hold it up and what height it's going at and what sort of storage. Basically everything covers this side.
Yeah.
Up to the window. And then gonna try and get that plywood at least cut for the bottom half of the bulkhead today. And I need to figure out an access door into the water tank so I've got access to the fitments and whatnot. What else was on? Ah, some more cabling. The label makers arrived so I can do some decent labels for the cables ready for when we put the ceiling up so we know what's going where. There's your tea.
Thank you.
And he's going to clean the valve, well not valve, the filter out that I forgot. We want some utensils.
Yeah. Oh, the door's a bit.
What? Got to hold the handle in. What have you done to it?
Oh.
You broke it. Does it look like, right?
It's got like oil coming out of it.
Oil?
Yeah.
Bit gross.
Is that normal?
Wonder wipes as well.
Some hot soapy water. No? Oh no, it's gonna feel horrible with that. I need a sponge and some hot soapy water. You got any hot water left? Oh.
So we've got a fairly serious curve on this bulkhead. I'm just gonna try and scribe that in, cut it out and then use that as a template for the could do coming across a bit anyway, couldn't it?
Do you love it?
It's not far off, it's a little bit out, it's a bit worse than what you were saying there, mate.
Nothing a bit of cork can't sort out. I think that's fine. You ain't going to get it in anymore unless you take more off that side.
I think I have to take a little bit out, yeah.
You reckon?
Take a bit off there, a bit off there. And that'll come across there. Take away some of that.
Oh my goodness, the spray foam is nearly gone. Apart from the roof.
Now, would you say that's a little bit high? That groove? Because we're going to have to put a trim or something on there.
Maybe
a little bit off that. It's fine. So we might pencil.
I think it looks good though. Glad you did it in one bit. I would have done it in like 4 bits.
Patch it together.
Pencil behind my ear. You're going to do that bit first and then gauge if any more needs coming off.
Yeah.
Or is it where you've drawn that line, or did you just draw that?
What's that? To be fair, it doesn't help that what dot? That no, that's just when I did it roughly and I measured.
It doesn't help what? That the floor's not even.
Yeah, look at that. rocking on the central ones a bit. Because that goes the wrong way anyway, so really like that. I'll have a trim across there. Real not straight, is it? The boat in general.
Yeah.
You showed them that? Sure,
Yeah, to me it looks like this ply is in wonky, but Joe's measured it and it isn't.
This batten here is running way downhill compared to that one. You see a difference between...
You can tell by the spray foam because it sort of starts small here and then goes...
Look at the gap difference between that.
I feel like this was what it would have been like from birth.
That's new, that is, yeah. Like from new.
Mental.
So take that off and then once that slots back in, I'll let you a bit more.
These lovely rectangle circles.
Did you?
Yeah.
Very clever of you, isn't it?
Yeah. I don't really.
So these are going to be, I've drawn these up, little hatch lids, access hatches for under there. You have to bear with us because the battery keeps almost dying on the drill and the phone. One through there.
Can I do it?
Come on. Over this side. Something like that, yeah.
Oh!
You come steady this for me.
Oh, that'd hurt, wouldn't it? I gotta hold it up this end, really.
No, you haven't really.
Haven't I?
Little carry handles now, isn't it?
Wait a minute, don't you do it.
Wait.
I want to come in, we've got to show the family. Oh, wait. Joseph. Right. 1, 2, 3. Oh,
Nice.
I love it.
It's nice, isn't it?
Cute. It looks like little cat holes. We can have a little kitten.
Definitely not for cats though. That works well enough, doesn't it?
Yeah. Should we put it up? Finished, complete. I won't be here tomorrow, but I think Joe, you're coming over, aren't you? Maybe.
I'll be here. As usual.
Oh, I'm in London.
See you tomorrow, kids. Good morning. Today's task is going to be making a template up for the Flue for Kev to manufacture for us for the log burner. I was struggling to figure out how I was going to measure angles and whatnot. My dad has quite a few ideas. Not all of them are great, but this one was probably one of his best. I'm going to mock it up out of 100mm or 110mm waste pipe, soil pipe. Waste? Underground pipe anyway. And then take it to Kev and get him to make it out of steel because plastic melts. Now I need to put the log burner back in its place and raise it up by, I can't remember how many toolboxes me and Danny used last time. I think it's about 300mm. wait to see Kev's face when I drop him off a load of pipe and fittings. I'd highly recommend that method if you're if you've got a local friendly builders merchant. Get them in some donuts, so you can borrow a couple fittings and buy a length of pipe to chop up. Pipe cost me a tenner. Well, that length pipe cost me a tenner, which I can return. I had that at home. Bargain. Good morning. Now, quick update. I've been a bit all over the place with filming for the past couple of days. I've actually been over here 2 days in a row, but not really got up to much apart from messing about with the horn. Oh, jeez. I was speaking to my brother about the flue that I mocked up, and he said you want a long, straight piece as possible, closest to the actual log burner. So basically, if I flip that bit round and add a little bit on the top, it works. So that's being sorted. The gearbox has arrived, and that is going to be today's task, so that's rather exciting. A little bit nervous about doing it, but hopefully it'll go back in. Uncle Dave's actually organised us an extra few days in a bay just across, which is handy because the lady whose bay we're in is back today stroke tomorrow, so that's another relief. Funnily enough, it's actually one of our viewers' bays that we're going in, John, so thank you very much, John. I'm going to chuck the kettle on and crack on with this gearbox. It's been sort of on the back of my mind for a little while that it won't go back in or get lost in the post and all sorts. So I just want to get it done now and then finish the week off on a high, hopefully. Right, straps. Oh, first I've got to bolt the gearbox back onto the housing. Right, set the straps up. I've gone for 2 straps this time because when I used one, the engine wanted to twist, because obviously there's straps like that, which made it a bit more difficult, so hopefully this works. I've got a little bottle jack as well, just in case. Sturdy. Also worth noting, this is purely for entertainment, not how to change your gearbox. Slacken the rear engine mounts off, give me a bit more leverage. Sorry, lost you for a bit, got a bit distracted by Uncle Dave, but the gearbox is in, prop shaft's all connected up, engages really nicely, runs fine, it's gorgeous, can't wait to get out on a cut with it. Next up, I'm going to wire in my new thermostat. Basically, went to take this out, oh, hang on. Went to undo this and realised that it's not actually screwed in, it was like sort of cemented in, it don't work anyway, so I've got one blanks that off, and then I've got a thermostat in line which I'm going to cut into this pipe here. Simple as that. Right. So there's slightly different angles. That's what I was talking about. There's just no thread. So I might have to cement or glue this back in. Forget about the top bit and then still put mine in line. I don't know how long it takes to dry. leave that for some amount of time. Now start on the gauge. Let's try oil pressure first. Next up, wiring it. I go from lovely new gauge. That's for the bulb. I have to read the instructions. Fuel level, mounting, voltmeter, oil pressure. This one, G, doesn't go to ground. Engine ground is WK. Sorry, it's really hard to film. Right. Uncle Dave just dropped round some grapes, homegrown grapes. Thank you. Sorry, it's real fiddly to try and film and do it, but wired it in. See if it works. Oh, that's not good. Oh, I've not grounded it yet. Hang on. I don't expect that to work quite so easily. Whilst we're on a roll, water temperature next. It would appear that in one of my tidy ups I've left or taken the temperature sender home, so it's not here, so I can't do the temperature gauge. But not to finish the week on a low, at least the oil pressure works. Danny's just joined me from a lovely nap in Barry.
Hey.
I haven't filmed much, well I haven't filmed anything since been gone, but these are both wired in nice now. So that's water temperature and oil pressure. Should both be working. Now we've got to move across to a new home for a few days. That nice bay there. Thank you, John. Oh, God, the boat's moving a bit.
Thanks, John.
Let's show them how nicely the gearbox works.
You won't be able to see anything, will you?
Well, I just see how quickly it engages.
Look at the ducks. Does anyone know? Wait a minute. Does anyone know why the male duck's feathers, like, they curl at the back? Just a couple. Really want to know. I don't know. Exciting, isn't it? Where do you want me to stand with my pole?
Because I think if we come across, put that temperature gauge stuff definitely doesn't work. Right, temperature gauge works, which is good. Just had an airlock in the system, so I've bled it now. Hopefully that works. We're gonna, whilst we've got access to this side, we're gonna. So basically, the windows have been leaking quite a bit, and Joe thought it was a multitude of things, but I realised what it was. But this bit in here's been filling up with water. We thought it was coming back through these little... Yeah, but it turns out it's the little plastic trim on the outside. The rubber, yeah. The rubber bit. So we bought a load of it. Yeah. Right, you take that outside. We're gonna pull the old stuff out. And then... Yeah. So you can see these bits here, like this is a massive hole, and it's like that the whole way along. And that's where the water's coming in. So we took one out to measure it, and it turns out they're actually like colour coded for each size. So when we pulled it out, it's got like a white bit on the inside, and when you like go online, there's loads of different colours for different sizes. So that's quite handy and much easier than us trying to guess which one we need. Handy, isn't it? Make sure we don't break the window. Good. Yeah, you sure you're alright with this? Are you sure you're alright with this? Yeah. Let me get him with a little one. Go steady.
it's white or sort of a bit dirty. So
There we go.
we've got a lot of the white one.
I didn't realise that's how they get
Yeah,
into size.
so it's clever, isn't it?
Handy. Because there's all like half a mil difference between
Yeah,
them.
so trying to measure it, like how do you even...
And that is how they've been leaking.
Yeah.
Right, do you want to make some hot water whilst I take these out?
I want to take them out, I think, because I'm not super bit of hot water. So we finish off the windows on this side. We're going to go home now, or we're going to go to Devizes actually and look at the lock, but we're going to go home and you'll be back Monday?
Yeah, back here Monday.
I know expert that doesn't
So 4 months old. Good morning.
Oh no, start again. What are you eating?
From Lidl's.
Yeah, I think so.
They're not very soft. They're dry. Morning.
No, do it again.